Hey, so I just had a sales rep ask me about, how the LLC thing works and everything, being a 1099 employee and all of that. And I would never be a W-2 employee again, because otherwise you were just giving the money to the government without having to. And so how it works is you set up an LLC, and so your LLC pretty much makes like, $100,000, whatever it is, $50,000, whatever it is. And so how it works is, as you go spending that money, you're gonna be like, oh, I spent this much on cars, I spent this much on clothes, I spent this much on food, I spent this much on office space, I spent this much on whatever, But essentially it's gonna pull down all of that money, and the government can't tax the money you spent on your business. And so you pull down from like 100,000 to 50,000. And then what you say is like, okay, so, and then I paid myself 30,000 as an employee. And then, so the business only had profits of like 10,000. And so a company that makes $10,000 in profit doesn't really pay much taxes. I mean, even if you're paying 20% on 10,000, that's way better than paying 20% on 100,000. And then as a employee, then you end up paying just 30, like normal taxes, but since it's only 30,000, that's not enough to really get taxed on. So you're not paying taxes on the 30,000. You're not paying taxes on that 60,000 because you spent it on things for your company, and you might pay taxes on like that 10,000, but typically they can get it so where you're not paying any taxes. Now, my first summer selling pest control, I was a W-2 employee. So I made $60,000 my first summer selling. I filed my taxes. I mean, I thought I was rich. I had $30,000 cash sitting in my bank account. I thought I was a millionaire. And then taxes come due, and they're like, "Oh, you made $60,000? Okay, and what? How many children do you have? All that stuff." I had nothing, so I had no deductions take off. So they're like, "Okay, so that's at like a 30% tax rate. Then you owe us $20,000 for that $60,000 you made." I had to write a check for $20,000 and pay taxes. If I had been set up as a LLC, I would have paid no taxes. I did not need to give the government that money. I don't believe in tax evasion, tax fraud, but I don't believe in paying more taxes than you have to legally. If you just check this box rather than that box, you don't pay taxes. It's all legal. It's just the way that it's structured. So I go through JB Accounting. They're awesome. They do it for thousands of other sales reps. It's like $250 to file the LLC, and then it's like another $200 for them to process it. And I definitely recommend having them do your taxes. It'll be like $400 for them to do your taxes, and they'll save you literally like $20,000.